I've got a cool little thing started here for a dialogue system where I can have different like styles in a typewriter effect. And it seems like it'd be really simple, but it's really not, like at all. On the actual widget blueprint, I'm using the rich text because that allows me to insert tags that I create. So this one, you notice on the test here, it's a different font than everywhere else. That's because this tag here puts on the Swing King font. And if I were to do Swing King, I think I just called it Swing King Speech, and then compile, you'll see that they start waving like that. So you can make different effects for it too. Notice it goes throughout the whole length of the line. You'll see how like the waving down here is more noticeable than up there. This would probably just be used for one word or so anyways. Let me undo that though, because it's actually, I can just set that off because that's what I need to do anyways, is just have a blank at the start. So the way this is done is all those style tags I define here. This is the Swing King, and this is Swing King Speech. And this is just a data table formatted under the example of, I think it was style, like rich text style or something like that. And that gives it all of the parameters that the rich text starts off with. Like in its own details panel, and that's where you can change the font, the typeface. I don't have a bold, unfortunately, but I could do that there. Spacing, skew, outline, color, all of that. But the most important part are these font materials, because that's what makes it move. I made a material that has material instances here with some parameters I've set up. Right now, these are doing nothing. Actually, oh yeah, I set those off because those make things move. But if I were to get the bob amplitude and crank it up, you'll see that the square starts bobbing more, or the bob speed. Now it's like really, really shaky. But the actual material graph is where magic happens. So here's where I have just my fonts. This is the base material in my two instances, my data table, and the widget blueprint. So this is the last thing that has yet to be seen. So these are these right here. But basically I just add these results to the world position and convert that to the screen position. And this is the bob up and down, what makes it wave. It's just a sine wave hooked up to time and speed, and then I have its own amplitude, and I plug that into Y. And this is just so the waving can be enabled or disabled. So if you want it to move in the wave, or if you want it to all move up at the same time instead of being in the wave, that would work too. And I also made like a pulse as well. I'll probably add other stuff whenever we like need it. I want to have like a nice little shake thing for when they're talking, or maybe even like an intro for when text slides in. That'd be really sick. But yeah, this is like some advanced text stuff. The one I actually do in game, it's literally just this. I call the type dialogue event and I just type it, tags and all, and it plays it with those tags, like in the actual. Oh, I hit the button twice. That's my bad. Yeah, and then it just puts it in there. Yeah, pretty cool shit. I'm pretty happy with that.